coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to...
Hey, Taste Buddies, time to
T-A-S-T-E.
Wow.
Well, buds, leave it. Leave it. This doesn't bode well for you that you're scattered. That, like you couldn't spell taste in the beginning of that.
Couldn't. I really went blank there.
Sounds like a commercial. How do you spell taste? I spell taste. ROLADIDS.
Yeah, that was weird. I just like crapped out. Yeah.
You know what it is? You took off that 3/4 length coat and you lost all your powers.
You really got a thing with that coat.
You really got a thing with that coat.
What's on your shoulders?
Skin?
No, there's letters on your shoulders. What is that?
I guess it's letters. It's seeds.
No, seriously, what does it say? What does it say?
I don't know what it says.
Well, you bought the sweater.
They bought the ticket. They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash. What's that from?
No idea.
Just a G-Star? Is that what it is? Raw? Whatever?
GS Raw? What does that mean?
It's the brand of clothing.
What is the quote from that you just did?
Airplane.
Oh, that's what I guessed airplane because you said crash, but I didn't know it was actually.
Yeah, I've had this. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. It's a
little much.
It's not much. It's a little.
It's a little.
But it's unorthodox.
It's a little bit extra.
Yeah. Well, it's a plain blue shirt.
Yeah. With
just a couple of little white letters on the top.
Yeah, but it's almost like it wants to be.
What does it want to be?
Military-ish,
this
militaristic.
This doesn't want to be military.
Like those are like the wing. What is that called? Wing nuts. What do they have on there? What is that called?
Spell taste.
TASTE.
I'm just making sure you didn't.
No, what is that?
Go ahead.
The wing. What is that called? Epaulets.
Sipowitz.
I thought they were called wings something. Oh, your wings. That's when they have the pin?
Oh, yeah. You're thinking of a...
Air Force. Airline pilot.
I think you're thinking of a commercial airline pilot that gives kids wings. Are you thinking of the
Red Bull. That's what I was thinking of. Medals? Red Bull gives you wings.
They do have those shoulder pads up there, you know?
I thought they were called your wings or something.
Maybe they are. I think this is no, epaulet, if I'm even saying that, we've been saying it right, is that thing that buttons right here that holds.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's like ranking. Like those are like honors or something.
Really?
Yeah, you get like...
I thought that was honors are over here.
You get like stripes around it that mean... It's kind of like in karate when they put a color stripe around your belt.
What do you mean?
In karate, like when you elevate, like you'll be like, I'm a brown belt with 2 stripes or whatever. Like you get like extra stripes on the belt. It's in one of the martial arts.
What's a brown belt?
Stop it. I know you're doing.
What do you mean? I know it's white belt, black belt. I get that.
No. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're doing the thing. You get
a white belt, you train forever, you get a black belt.
No, there's belts in between.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
I know you're doing the thing where you're pretending like you don't know, then this is the bit, but I know that you're doing the bit, so stop doing the bit.
I'm not doing the bit. A karate person will wear a belt that's brown.
There's yellow.
It doesn't seem like it's real.
There's yellow, blue, brown. I don't know what order.
Yellow?
Yes.
That's the second one.
Yellow belt?
Yeah, white, yellow, orange, purple.
Purple?
Yeah, green, brown, red, and then black.
What?
Are you serious?
A red belt is right before a black belt? I've never heard anyone. How about this?
There's a movie called Red Belt.
I know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. No, wait. I've never heard anyone say I have an orange. Did you say orange?
Orange is in there.
I have an orange belt.
You watch all that MMA. You don't know this?
An orange belt? I've never heard of it. I never heard anyone say a red belt. Wow, look at that. No, brown is second before. Wow, orange belt. Never heard of it.
I'm sure there is some...
Well, I'm doing a bit. I've heard of the belts. But
I called you out.
I know, but I made you believe after the fact that I didn't know. You were a believer. I meant it. I flipped you. But I still never heard of
Who is the bit for?
I've still never heard. The bit was for anyone who wants it.
Nobody wants it. That's my point.
No, you don't know that at all. We have a listenership.
I'm sure there's a significance to the colors.
But I am serious. I never heard someone say I'm a red belt or I'm orange belt. I always never hear
red
that.
belt to me sounds almost cooler than black belt.
Yeah.
Like red belt sounds like cool to me.
Yeah. They should do the last one should be a rainbow belt. All the colors.
Well, anyway, as you move through a belt, you get like stripes added to it. It must take forever to get to black.
That's what I'm saying.
But I think on these things on your shoulders in the Navy or whatever it is,
in the Navy,
they add like stripes to it or something.
I didn't know that.
You know, I think
maybe. I think. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, G-Star Raw. Anyway, yeah. So, question though. Isn't it a little bit suspect that the person that owns the dojo that you pay the dues to is the person that lets you know when you're going from one belt to the next? Is there a federation? Is there some type of accredited company that is it a skill level you have to pass? Are you telling me that across the globe, when someone's a purple belt here and someone's a purple belt there in the same exact martial art, they should have almost identical skill sets?
I think.
Anybody else think about this?
I think. What do you mean?
Anybody, you know about this, Ciccone?
I don't know.
But what do
you know? That's Madonna's last name.
It is, yeah.
I've heard. I thought it was Ciccone for her though. She might say Ciccone.
Yeah.
You cut it off at the Ciccone.
Ciccone, yeah.
Home Alone Ciccone.
But wait a minute. I don't understand what you're asking. You're saying yes. Yeah, you need a skill set to get to the next belt.
All right.
What are you asking?
I'm working. I'm paying dues. I have a full-time job. I got a couple of kids. I'm going at night. I'm grinding. Now I did an arm lock that I couldn't do a couple of weeks ago. Now all of a sudden my kick is this high. Maybe I break 2 boards now. Okay. It's been 2 years and I'm paying. I'm at orange. And when am I getting the yellow? Who decides that? The guy who opened up the dojo?
Yeah, the master.
The master that you're paying? Suspect.
I don't know.
He's like holding the belt over you
is your
and collecting dues.
Suspect?
He's making mailbox money.
Your therapist gets to say when you get to leave and when you're done.
No, they don't. You could leave whenever you want.
You could leave karate whenever you want.
Yeah, but they don't. But there's no belts in therapy.
My point is
if there was,
sure
I'd be a double
is.
black.
Your therapist will go. You've moved in. You've progressed to this point. It's the same thing theoretically. You've progressed mentally to this point. You know, and eventually the goal is to not need the therapy anymore.
Right, but that's. You decide.
Could you say that's also suspect?
You know about this?
Karate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Wait a second. There's a black belt in karate in the room with us.
Yeah,
Get Trevor
I didn't
in
know
there.
where I could interject. And
No problem.
Yeah.
So this is Trevor. Trevor works with me, and Trevor is a black belt in karate. You learn something new every day. You are a black, so you know. Okay, so let's have it. Start talking.
Okay, yeah, the whole belt thing he said is true. You start with white, and then you go up to like yellow, green, orange, blue, brown, red, black, whatever. That was what I did. Those stripes, there's a white stripe and then a black stripe, and then you can go to the next color. So you have to get yellow with white and yellow with black before you can go to like green.
Okay, but who is telling you when you're graduating to the next belt?
Sensei.
And who is the sensei?
The guy you're paying.
Is the sensei the guy who calls himself a sensei that opened an LLC?
Yes, and he can. I think there's an accreditation process.
Is he a black belt?
Yes.
How do you go from black belt to another? How many black belts can you have?
Ooh, you can have like. There's like 8 or
unlimited.
Something. There's a lot. There's like 10 probably.
Have you ever met someone who had 10 black belts in one? I don't mean like a black belt and this, a black belt and that. Don't people say I have a double black belt in karate?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many can you go through within karate?
I think it depends on the type of karate. You can get to like 10 or something crazy.
So
like
there's
that.
a person walking around that says I'm a 10th degree black belt.
Yeah.
So he could beat the crap out of the first degree black belt.
Probably,
and here you are, 10 years in the making, you get your black belt, and you have what you think is at least what is known to be the highest honor, a black belt. And then you're like, oh, don't worry, I'll take care of us. I'm a black belt.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, a 10th degree black belt steps in.
How long
you're a white belt to him, aren't you?
How long did it take?
Like 5-6 years.
Okay.
Wow.
You got to start very young.
But at what frequency?
I went like every week for like those 5 years, pretty much. Like I just nonstop went white.
Once
to
a
black.
week?
No, like several times a week, probably at least 2 or 3.
2 or 3 times
at least
a week
twice,
for
at
5
least
years?
twice, at least twice a week.
At least twice. Let's say 2.5. Okay, let's do this. This is how many So now let me ask you a question. It still is your progress, though. So if you weren't as good as you were, it would have took longer. Or if you excelled at things you didn't, you would have been sooner.
Yeah, you have a card when you sign in, and it like you sign in, and they know what belt you're at, so they know how many times you've gone before. They're like, okay, maybe you can test the next one.
Are all you doing is essentially taking the amount of classes it needs? Or do you have to be able to do certain things at certain levels?
Yeah, you have to do like the forms, and you have to be able to show the instructor like you know this shit.
Is the final exam?
Yeah, there's a test
belt
to
exam.
get to each belt. You have to take a test.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did 2.5.
I already did the math. It's roughly 300
times
classes.
52 weeks.
It's roughly 300 classes.
Times 5 years.
I already did this. It's roughly 300 classes.
You're nowhere in the ballpark. How many years?
5 years.
I'm telling you.
650 classes.
Yeah, but that's you're being a little liberal because if he only went 2, then you're.
He said 2 or 3, so I gave him 2.5.
All right, so yeah, about 600, whatever, right?
600. How much is a class? You pay by the class or by the season?
I think it's like a season. You pay like a fee, like a membership.
Let's
kinda.
go. How much is it?
I could probably look it up and see what.
He's 11.
You don't recall?
No, he's a cute child.
Oh, you didn't do this recently?
Look, he's 22 years old.
But I didn't hear when he said he did it. He could have done it last week.
He said it took him 6 years.
Right, but he could have done it from 16 to 22. Well, I don't get.
Would you remember from 16 what it cost?
Well, if he did it, if he just recently went, yes. I didn't know he stopped going. He didn't say that, did you?
I didn't, but
You didn't. Oh, you did. You said you stopped.
I did. Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Jesus Christ, Joe.
I still go. I have it after this.
You still go?
Yeah, I have it after
He
this.
still
episode.
goes.
I'm kidding. I don't.
Oh, all right. So how long would you have to go to become a double? So once you hit black belt, were you like, I'm done, I don't need a double black belt?
You can go. There's third, fourth. You just keep going.
Right, but like it's like, do most people just say, I got the black belt?
That's what I
Let
did.
me-
Yeah.
Jesus, let me
I got
rest.
it, and I was gone.
And it was gone. And
Yeah.
then there's people, and so how do you get to the next black belt?
You got to like keep showing up as a black belt, and then you got to go for like even longer. I don't know if it's like not like 5 years, but they'll be like,
Does it feel like a pyramid scheme or something?
it's
No.
a good business.
It's like here's a black piece of
not
cloth.
only does it
now
not-
you pay me another 30,000, and maybe in 2 years I'll give you. What's the belt you got to wear? The guy that has 10 black belts, he wears 10 belts on him.
no, he has like those like little stripes on the end of the belt that show how many levels of black belt you have.
And what are those stripes made of? Tape.
Pretty
God.
thick. It could be a stitching or a tape.
So
Okay.
if shit was about to go down and you were about to, can't you just throw a couple extra stripes on your belt and just instill a little fear?
You can
What are we
do that
doing?
on Halloween.
So you don't know if someone has a black belt, you don't know if the tape stripes on there are authentic at all.
Zero clue.
Did you know that this is not what the podcast is that we do?
I think we go where it takes us until we do the battle. You're clearly not as fascinated as I.
No, I find this painfully boring.
Oh wow! It's something I never knew about. I find it so interesting.
Go home and read about it tonight and enjoy it before bed.
So
We got a show to do. We got sponsors to satisfy.
We're doing it. So you did you have to fight people?
Yeah, sparring is the best part.
And that's like you actually got hit,
You put like the pads on your hands and your.
but you still take
Yeah,
a
you go and
roundhouse
just-
kick to
you-
the
yeah,
temple.
yeah.
Even when it's with a pad.
Yeah, it's the best.
And you're a child.
Yeah,
So going in, did you have nerves every time, or did you feel like I'm the best?
I was the most aggressive one.
in your class.
Yeah,
But
they'd be
then
like
you went
mad.
on to regionals and things like that.
I went to a couple tournaments.
And did you ever get your ass handed to you?
No, I had handed some ass to the.
No way.
I won like those trophies. I was like,
And
this
why
don't-
did you stop at black belt? You had so much promise.
it felt right.
And
I got it. I did it.
How do you give a kid a black belt?
All right, listen.
That's where the.
Folks, we've got a battle to do here. This is go watch the Karate Kid, Sal. Seriously, I mean, you can learn all this in 6 minutes.
I've seen it, and that's why I have all these questions. And none of these are answered.
I know, but we got to do the
None of
battle.
them.
We got to do the battle.
All right.
We got to do the battle.
But don't we talk at first?
We've talked for
How long have we talked? 14 minutes.
I know.
Were you gonna battle
Remember
for a
when
half
we
hour?
all agreed at 10 minutes we'd start the battle?
No, we just said we wanted to wrap it up by a certain time. You're going to battle what we're battling today for 35 minutes?
Let's do the battle. Yes, let's do the battle.
All right. Okay. I didn't know when one of us is really in the middle of interest in something, we would stop it down.
I would also think if the other one
You chopped
wasn't,
me off at the knees.
sweep the leg.
Okay.
You're doing a full interview about karate right
Correct.
now.
And I notice you're not jumping in at all.
I don't care.
Why don't you add a tag here or there?
I'm just not interested.
Well, I mean,
We've talked about it enough. You go, you get stripes. I don't care.
You think we're interested in everything we talk about?
That's why they listen to the show.
Wait, no, that's not why. You're not interested in everything you talk about.
Nobody.
And I'm not interested in everything you talk about. But apparently there's a new rule in 2024 with 3/4 length will code here. Now he can just stop someone in the middle of a healthy conversation.
No.
That was a fruitful conversation.
That was going for a while.
It was fruitful.
Yes, it was fruitful.
So at least it was fruitful. I wasn't spinning wheels.
I
was
know.
finding out information.
But
information was being
But
disseminated.
listen, I love you, but you're the kind of guy that if I don't stop you, that will go on for 30 straight minutes.
No, I was nearing the end of what I had for this session.
Were you?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Ask the last
What I
few
was going to say, and I
questions.
pose this to all of you.
Ask the last few questions.
If you're a kid that busts his tail and
Yeah.
goes from karate from 8 years old
Yes.
to 15 years old,
Yes.
and you've been graduating as a child, that belt, what does it mean when you become an adult? If you get a black belt at 15 and here you stand 22, do you go around saying you're a black belt? you have to, you know what I'm saying? And then also, do you lose your black belt if you don't keep training?
You just always have it.
No, you
So
have
you
a
could
black
you could
belt.
not throw a kick or a punch for 30 years and be like, I'm a black belt.
What is the
Yeah.
difference if you get it at 15 or at 45? It's
I'm
the
talking
same
about
thing.
no, not when you get it. Yeah, well, no, when you're a child. I don't care.
I'm saying
I mean, I will fight a 13-year-old black belt right now on air pay-per-view, and I will
You'll
demolish
get beat
them.
up.
I will demolish that
I
child.
promise you'll get beat up.
I will not get beat up.
By the way, the skill set he learns at 13, he can still apply with greater physical strength at 30.
if he keeps
But
it
the
up.
point is you prove a certain skill set, you get the belt, and that's it.
Yeah, you're saying there's no karate rust.
It's a little bit.
I'm sure there could be, but the
It's
point
muscle
is
memory.
the 13-year-old has to
Exactly.
do this.
Just like anything else, it's muscle memory.
I can still throw
You're
a
trying
kick.
to throw a spinning round kick right now. You haven't done it in 7 years. You're pulling a hammy. Yes or no?
Probably.
If you learn how
Yeah.
to ride a bike at 11 or at 33, you still know how to ride a bike.
That's really not a good parallel whatsoever. A
Is
bike
it not?
is you sit, and it's the same thing.
He's saying it's a muscle memory skill set. I'm saying you have to complete a certain task
It's 9
in order.
years of martial arts.
My
650 hours. You could learn to ride a bike in a couple hours, and it's the same for your whole
My
life.
point is, no, I wouldn't say that's true. But my point is you have to learn how to do something before they say you have qualified to do this.
Did you ever feel you deserved a belt and they were holding it over you, and you didn't get it when you thought you should get it?
No, they're pretty just.
If you did feel that way, would you leave like a bad Yelp review, or would he listen to reason? If you went to him and said, like, Sensei, I've been orange for weeks, if we're being honest. I
can't wait to see the comments about this.
I think people are going to love it.
They won't.
They won't. Well, if
They
anything,
absolutely
if anything, only half of us is trying.
I could see this right now. I tune into this show to listen to food battles, not to listen to some guy off camera talk about karate.
We talk with wherever the wind blows. We talk for the first half of this podcast. That's a known fact.
Sal has bogarted the podcast to talk about a thing nobody cares about.
The odds that by chance someone just went, I'm a black belt from the back of the room. That's like when you need a doctor.
I know, but we're
You're not fascinated. We have a black belt at our fingertips when we needed a black belt.
I didn't care about the first question about karate you asked, the second question, the third, the 14th, the 15th. We're deep into something you're very interested in, and I appreciate that.
That's crazy.
But
you're not going to go
my
far in
point
life if you can't find wonderment in all
my
things.
point stands that you will go on for this for the entire episode if I don't pull you into the battle.
Not true.
You said you were nearing the end. You went another 5 minutes just, V. What are we at right now?
I was
We're
nearing
at
the end.
18.
We're at 18
Terrific.
minutes.
I'm doing the work, babe. I'm doing the heavy lifting. You got 18 minutes on the clock. You just sat there and you just sat there. You're collecting the same check.
I don't want to talk about this.
All right. I would like for him to face a 13-year-old black belt.
All right. Fair enough.
What age black belt do you think you can beat up till?
None. Not one.
Okay. What's the youngest black belt you've ever seen?
Probably like 8 or 10.
All right. Maybe an 8-year-old.
You said not one.
I didn't know you could do it at 8.
Well, you didn't ask. You could have found out. You got a guy right there.
Only at 8 because I feel like the kid wouldn't be able to hit me hard
Well,
enough.
that's what
that
I
it would
feel at
hurt me.
13.
But I don't know. I mean, I've watched a 3-year-old play bass guitar better than Bootsy Collins on Instagram. So who knows? There might be a black belt 5-year-old out there who can beat the crap out of all of us. I have no idea.
All right,
you know?
well, a round of applause for the black belt and all the dedication.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your
Thank you,
service.
All right, Joe, what do you want to talk about? Action figures?
No, the battle.
All right, let's get into the battle. Before we get
I was
into
gonna
the
tell
battle,
you something though.
before we get into
What's
the
that?
battle, it's a holiday episode. It is Valentine's Day.
It is.
Not Valentine's, but if you said it, I wouldn't correct you, and I think it's kind of cute. Valentine's Day, okay? But I forgot to give you, look, I don't want you to feel bad about this. I would just as easily not get you a single thing, but you know my rule. If I see something that I think somebody would like.
The problem is you always see something and then I never get you anything and then I feel really bad about
Well,
it.
the reason you don't see something is you're not open to new things that come to you and you're not curious.
You know what? I got news for you, pal.
Yeah.
I'm very open and I've seen quite a few things I think you might like, but then I always say, he's going to say, I don't have time.
Yes, please. It's okay. I don't need anything.
No, and that see, you're very much an I don't need anything new guy.
Yeah, I try to downsize, to tell you the truth. But I don't know what you mean. I don't have enough time. Are you going to buy me a piano?
I was going to buy you a package of karate classes.
What are you buying me? A crossword puzzle book? What are you getting me?
No, the few things I saw you had versions of, and I was like, I don't even know if this is like, because also too, you have that closet in where you live, that is filled with really cool stuff.
Okay.
That you're like, I just don't have anywhere to put it. I have no So I see things and I go, oh, that'd be cool. And then I'm like, he doesn't have room for this, man. I don't know.
I mean, don't even blink an eye over it. I would just as easily not have gotten you something if I didn't see two things that I thought that you would enjoy.
Two things?
It's two things. It doesn't mean I spent an arm and a leg. It's not like I didn't like fold a scotch and sew.
That
It
looks
so
like
really tight in
jewelry.
here.
This looks like when a mobster gives his wife a bracelet.
You like a little anklet?
Yeah.
Just to make good? Yeah. All right. So I would say open this one first. Look, it's just a little something, dude. It's just a little something.
It is very light.
It's two things I saw, and I was like, Joe would like that.
Gross.
And I want it to be put to use, and I need you to promise me it. As a matter of fact, you're going to record yourself using it. We're going to send it to Ciccone, and we're going to put it on the pod. You pop that top up there. I
can't see what it
tape
says.
that down.
Solo in carbonite clapper. So this is the clapper.
That's a Han Solo in carbonite nightlight / double clapper.
So you clap it at night lights. The nightlight turns on, but it's Han Solo.
Yeah.
Okay. And then,
You clap and your regular lights turn on.
but it also can be a clapper.
It is a clapper.
No. I mean, like, but you can use it as just a night light or a clapper device for actual
I
lights.
believe so.
Okay.
It's very versatile.
This is incredible. So let me tell you the significance of this.
Okay.
Aside from just the fact that I love,
see it?
sorry. That I love Star Wars.
There's some details on the side if you want to read them.
Okay, so it says plug the clapper into any standard electrical outlet, insert lamp.
Read the directions. Read like the features.
The features?
I thought it had features. I don't know.
It says turn on. Okay, when you turn it on, what is
Spell taste.
wrong with
Spell
me
taste.
today? Yeah. When you turn it on, C-3PO says, oh no, they've encased him in carbonite. He should be quite well protected.
Oh, that's awesome.
If he survived the freezing process, that is. That's very cool.
That's awesome.
When you turn it off, you hear Chewbacca growl and the carbon freezing sound effects. That's very
So
cool.
there's even sound effects on top of it.
That's very cool.
On top of the practicality of this functionality.
So, and then it lights up here blue, it looks like.
Oh,
potentially.
yeah. Oh, that's
Now-
good. I might get myself one of those.
Let me tell you why this is so significant,
Okay.
aside from the thought of it and everything. The upstairs bathroom in my house has a nightlight in it. Like when I moved in, the people that were there before me had put a nightlight in.
Yeah.
So because it's a little bit of a walk to the bathroom, and they were like, it was like a courtesy. They're like, isn't this nice? Like, so you don't have to like feel around the hallway.
Oh, it
at
wasn't
night.
theirs? Or they left it?
I guess they had it too,
Okay,
and then
all
they
right.
left it.
All right.
Like
Someone from that's old you said, isn't this nice? We left you a nightlight?
somebody, they left a note. So there's a nightlight in there that this could now be that nightlight.
Absolutely. That's great.
Also, for Christmas, my friend Jamie bought me an ornament for my Christmas tree that is the Han Solo being frozen in carbonite scene. And when you press the button, the entire thing lights up and it does the entire scene, including Han Solo going down into the pit and the music playing and then the carbonite coming back up again.
Oh, wow. That seems like a lot for an ornament.
It's insane.
How long is that scene?
Dude, it goes for like 3 minutes.
That's wild.
It does the whole
Nobody
thing.
wants to hear a 3-minute audio.
I've sat and watched it 6 times. I showed it to my mom. My mom like couldn't get over it.
I used to have this Darth Vader bank that you push the button and the saber lit up and went zzz, and he turned and it's like he goes impressive, most impressive, but you are not a Jedi yet. And every time
That's
you put in a
awesome.
quarter.
I have the R2D2 Xbox, courtesy of my friend Crystal.
I don't even know what that is.
There was an Xbox that had an R2D2 theme.
Get out.
Like it's like white with blue
That's
stripes
cool.
and stuff. It was a
I
360.
almost bought a real R2D2.
And when you turn it on, it goes. It does the thing,
a lot
and
of
then
fun.
when you hit like eject and whatever, it makes all the R2D2.
That's a lot
noises.
of fun. Why do you not own a lightsaber? Get back to me on it. Get back to me.
Wait. The
Don't-
question followed by the. I really was thinking of why. It's a good question. I've always gone to buy one, and then I bail out at the last minute because I'm like, the ones you want are like they're like $500, and I'm like, man.
Well, that's like the red and the black. You got to start the white lightsaber.
Once you've touched
You
the
get
black,
the white, and then you go. Once you touch the black, what
you
happens?
can't go back.
It's you get a white light or a lightsaber, and then you get a yellow lightsaber. Then you get an orange lightsaber.
Oh, I
then
get
a
it
green
now. Now I
lightsaber.
get it. Now I get it.
Yeah, not.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, because you have one of the good ones.
I have 3,
I know,
and it really
but you have
is-
one of the really good ones, and I played with it, and I was like, I can't ever. This is the only one I'll ever be able to have.
You can afford it. Stop buying coats.
Stop warming myself.
Yeah.
It seems like a real waste of
saber
money to
radiates
be
heat.
like. But by the way, too, one of the reasons I'm not kidding. Before I bought the house, I was like, I don't have room for a lightsaber in this apartment. What am I gonna do with it?
A lightsaber is long and narrow. You could.
I couldn't swing it around anywhere in that apartment.
You go in the yard. You lean
No,
it,
in the apartment. When I had the apartment,
yeah, but you'd be surprised.
I didn't feel that I had the space.
Okay,
that I wanted.
but now you do.
Also, too, living alone with a lightsaber, it's a little different. Like, you know.
You have everything else.
I know, but
you have a nightlight.
I know. Well, now I do, yeah.
All right, very
Yeah.
good, very good.
This is very sweet. Thank you. This episode of Taste Buds is brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, providing you with the help you need and making it better, folks. Let's talk about relationships, okay? I think sometimes the most important relationship you could have is the one you have with yourself. And that is a relationship that if you work on, you will be greatly proud of it. I know that I am proud of the work I've done on myself. And I know that I will probably continue to have to do work on myself. And that's okay. And the reason that I am proud of that work is because that leads to me being able to have better relationships with others. And guess what? Sometimes a relationship with another person, even if it's good, is not easy. There are things you have to work through. And I think that therapy can really help you navigate those waters. I have had relationships improve throughout my life with my parents, with friends. Why? Because we all worked on ourselves and we all worked on ourselves with one another through therapy. And that's the truth. I've gone to therapy with people I love. I've gone solo. People I know have gone solo. But guess what? It all kind of comes out when we're there together and you see how it improves the relationship. I mean that. I've benefited from this. It has helped me. It has helped me greatly. It's nothing to ever be ashamed of. It is nothing to think that because you have to work, there's something wrong. None of that is true. The work is a good thing, and it's completely natural. It's par for the course, people. Relationships can get complicated. So why not put in the work and get the help you need? All right? Become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. Visit BetterHelp.com/tastebuds today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/tastebuds. Folks, you want some incredible deals on premium cuts of meat? You're in luck because Butcher Box is here to help. Deals this good are hard to come by anywhere, let alone in a grocery store. I got to tell you. Butcher Box, they're offering you peace of mind. Easy to find, high-quality meat and seafood that you can trust. 100% grass-fed beef. free range chicken, pork raised it's crate free, okay, and wild caught seafood. It's humanely raised. There's no antibiotics or added hormones or anything like that. They're also offering you convenience. This stuff's getting delivered right to your doorstep, free shipping always. And they've got a curated box that you can pick, curated boxes, whatever you can pick from. And you could do customized block box plans. However you want to do this, you can do it. They've got an option for you. And they're also offering you value, incredible value, a variety of high quality cuts at an amazing, amazing value. There's also exclusive member deals. There's recipe inspiration. There's guides. There's tips and hacks. It's just really, really great. Do you have cooking goals for the new year now that it's 2024? You might. And if you do, ButcherBox is going to help. They're going to help you do that meal prep and have your healthy eating options, okay? I like them for that reason. I really do. Sometimes I can use a little assist when it's time to get dinner ready, and ButcherBox is a great assist in that department. And also, I love the convenience of it. I don't always have time to go to the supermarket. And I got to be honest, I don't like going to the supermarket all the time when it comes to shopping for this type of stuff because I find that the prices are not fair. I find that I've got to lug everything home, and I find that the selection kind of stinks. I'd rather have it all conveniently delivered to me and buy all of it, meaning high quality cuts, as I already mentioned, for a very, very fair price and a great value. And I'm always just prepared now with meat in the freezer. There's really nothing to lose with ButcherBox. It's awesome. So eat better this year with the best meat and seafood on the planet delivered to your door. ButcherBox is offering our listeners their choice of a weeknight meal essential. 3 pounds of chicken thighs, 2 pounds of ground beef, or 1 pound of premium steak tips for free in every order for a whole year. Plus, get $20 off your first order. Sign up today at butcherbox.com/tastebuds and use code TASTEBUDS to choose your free offer and get $20 off. Folks, Raycon, a longtime sponsor of the Taste Buds program. No matter your relationship status or your thoughts on Valentine's Day, we can all agree on one thing. Some things are better together. Peanut butter and jelly, Bert and Ernie, a blockbuster movie with a bucket of popcorn. You know what else is a perfect match? You know where I'm going with this. Raycon Everyday Earbuds and my music listening habits. I'm always listening to music all the time, and I need a pair of earbuds I can rely on. And that's why I use my Raycon earbuds every day. That's why they're called Raycon Everyday Earbuds. Truly, every day. And they are still the ones I love, and they're the ones that I need. They have optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit, okay? So these earbuds are comfortable, really comfortable, so comfortable. They actually stay in your ears, by the way, which is a problem you have with a lot of earbuds. They won't stay in. These do. And no matter what you're doing, by the way, if you're working out or jogging around or just kind of dancing along to your tunes, look, what I do on my time is my business, okay? But my point is these things stay in your ear, all right? And speaking of Valentine's Day, like any serious love story, your Raycons are here for a good time and a long time. 8 hours of playtime and 32-hour battery life. That's nuts, all right? And the quality is amazing. It really is. And you're getting it at half the price of the other premium brands. Folks, Raycon is doing it right. They've got tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. It's a great product. There's ear tap functions. There's noise isolation. There's awareness mode. It's just... I'm telling you, if you want a premium earbud that is reliable, that lasts long, that sounds great, and has wonderful functionality and seamless connectivity, Raycon, this is for you, all right? So go to buyraycon.com/tastebuds. Again, it's buyraycon.com/tastebuds. Go there today, get 15% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. Again, buyraycon.com/tastebuds to score 15% off and free shipping. buyraycon.com/tastebuds. Folks, I'd like to welcome Joy Mode to the Taste Buds podcast. Joy Mode, okay, well, how can I say this? Valentine's Day is right around the corner, all right? And when you're ready, because Cupid has struck, you know what I'm saying? It's time to get, right? You're going to want to turn to your friends at Joy Mode, okay? Why? because it's whether you're looking to get lucky or if you just want to spice up the intimate moments with your partner, Joy Mode's Sexual Performance Booster is an all-natural and science-backed solution to every man's greatest fear, releasing the love too soon. You know what I mean, people, all right? I don't need to use words with everybody here. You know what I'm talking about. Joy Mode's going to help you with that early release problem. This Valentine's Day, move on from those sketchy gas station erection pills and treat yourself to a supplement you can actually trust. No prescription is needed. Simply mix with 6 to 8 ounces of water. Okay, that's all you do. You mix it all up 45 minutes before the sexual activity is going down and watch the love unfold, literally. Let's be honest, people. Who needs flowers and chocolates when you can give her the best gift of all? You know what I mean? Or him the best gift of all. The point is if you got the tool and you want the tool to get the hammer and I'm trying to speak delicately here, people, but the point is Joy Mode Sexual Performance Booster is like a pre-workout but for sex. Okay, it's designed to support erection quality, firmness, and sex drive. It contains clinically supported doses of, I'm going to try to say this correctly, arginine nitrate, L-citrulline, Panax, ginseng, and vitamin C. Who doesn't love vitamin C? And also, not only is this the only supplement you'll need in the bedroom, but it also supports blood vessel support, cardiovascular and heart health, aesthetic performance, blood pressure, and general erection function. Okay, so here's what you do. Date night will never be the same once you go to usejoymode.com for 20% off with your code TasteBuds. Again, go to usejoymode.com for 20% off with code TasteBuds. That's 20% off and free shipping, by the way, with code TasteBuds at usejoymode.com. Elevate your confidence and performance in the bedroom because the best gift you can give her this Valentine's Day is Joy Mode for yourself.
And then this is another little something.
Okay.
All right. How we doing, V?
We're at 27.
Not great.
Excellent. We're doing excellent. We do this and then we go right into the bed.
By the way, I see that you wrapped them in actual paper, not tinfoil.
I did.
Congratulations.
I knew you were going to give me crap for that, and so I went the extra
I wouldn't
mile.
have. I would have actually found it very funny.
Yeah.
That clip makes me laugh really hard. You go, now that I'm saying it out loud.
It is amazing, though. No scissors, no tape. And if you mess up, you'd patch it. You know, you can't just put paper there.
These are pens that say Roger squeezed my head. Where did you get these?
I had them made. Where did I get it? Yo, I'll the Walmart in Edison, New Jersey, they sell Roger Squeeze My Head pens.
Dude, that's so funny. No, I know you had them made. Where'd you have them made?
You're like, where did you get these?
That's so funny, dude. I feel like you should have one of these, though. I don't feel like I should have both.
Oh, I don't. I mean, I figured.
By the way, I brought up Roger Squeezed My Head when I was home with the guys that witnessed it happen.
No.
Yes.
And
I said to my friend Scott,
Pinkstone?
That's Jim. Scott, you never. No, you've met both of these people.
Okay.
But thank you, dude. That's very sweet.
You're welcome.
All right. I know.
Oh,
Thank you.
you can also buy Roger Squeeze My Head.
Shirts now available.
Yes, good point. V, let them know, babe. Let them know. What do
Yeah,
you got?
go to nopreshnetwork.com and go /merch, and you can find all of our merchandise. And there's Roger Squeeze My Head. There's the Babes and the Taste Buddies and a lot of fun stuff. So get something
and there's
cute.
a bunch of new shirts up
That's
there.
extraordinarily
including the logo.
thoughtful. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'm very excited about this clapper.
I am too. I am too. I might have to get one.
I haven't seen somebody. I didn't even know they still made the clapper.
I mean,
I'm gonna look.
It makes turning a light on and off so much fun.
I've never done it.
And here's what. So, can you make a running list? We got to do the Tempur-Pedic wine glass test. I want a video and send to you. You guys, whoever, can you make a list? And then he's got. I would like to see him using the clapper in action.
Okay. I've never used a clapper in my life. I've never seen one used except on TV. like in the commercials, and then there was that was like a gag in sitcoms for a while.
They've come a long way, the clapper. At first, it was just your standard, it was like a beige box, and it turned on one light. Now they went ahead and they did merchandising. They did branding, and you can clap twice now and turn on 2 lights.
Oh, I think it says that on the side. It says
they were
clap 2 times to turn lamp on or off. Clap 3 times to turn the night light on or off. And here quotes. Oh, so you can just use it as a night light.
Yes.
Which
they innovated.
Be honest with you, I'm gonna
over there. They innovated.
I'm gonna opt for just night light. I think.
Yeah, but you don't have to opt. It's just as many as you clap. So you prepare them both, and if you ever have the feeling that you want to turn on the regular light, you only clap twice.
The problem is if I use it as a clapper for a regular light, it's going to be down near the floor, and I'm not going to be able to see it. The position of the night light in the bathroom, which I can't believe I have a purpose for a night light. That's the thing. Now I just want to use it as the awesome night light in the bathroom.
But the night light should just stay on. You're going to clap 3 times when you want to turn on a night light?
No. It'll be on all the time.
But then you're not using the clapper.
When I want to show friends that it talks, I will.
Oh, this is not the spirit of it. You're going to just show friends that it works.
Something to you. I don't know how long it's been since you were a bachelor. If I walk into my home with a woman and clap to turn the lights on, it's not happening.
Honestly,
that's kind of dope.
Yeah, thank you very much. And that's coming from a lady on the scene. Right? A young gal in New York City that's single, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, you're still on
if
the
my
scene.
boyfriend did have a nightlight, I'd be like, babe, that's kind of hot.
I clap loud and proud, bro. I would walk. As a matter of fact, I would hook 100 clappers up.
But and
when I walked into my house, I'd be like, let me just set the mood. And that's it. I mean, why would you not do that?
But if I don't use it as a clapper, I get to use it as the coolest nightlight ever in my bathroom.
All right.
And by the way, the outlet where the nightlight is in the bathroom is above the sink.
Right.
So you'll see it on display. Like, how cool is that?
Okay.
I don't know. That's pretty cool.
I think if you bring a lady home and she has a sour opinion on that, she's not the lady you want in your house.
I have almost on several occasions in a drunken stupor purchased with a credit card a life-size Han Solo in carbonite.
Oh yeah, we've all been there. I
have almost done it so many times, and it for better or for worse, I didn't do it, which in hindsight is a smart move.
That's a lot of money, and you don't have a lot of room.
But
now in the new house,
I got room.
It's thousands, right? It's like
depending on a lot of money.
It's like there's one.
There's one that's like it's like $5,000.
Yeah,
it's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I want it so bad.
Yeah,
and I want it mounted on a wall. I want it to look like I've captured him. And it's and I told,
but that's the real you. You want it to look like you've captured him. Yet you're afraid to use the clapper in front of the gal.
I told Bobby Kelly I wanted that once, and he goes, so let me get this straight, dude. You're going to have a hot guy hanging on your wall.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Unable to move.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right. We got to get to the battle. Ready?
Yes.
Time 2.
B-A-T-T-L.
Not get salty. Do we get salty? No.
Oh, yeah, get salty.
Get salty?
It's
all right. Ready?
Valentine's Day.
All right.
Ready?
It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So don't get salty?
I don't know, right?
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
It's time to get salty.
It's time to get salty. It's time to get salty.
You talk to people that don't want to talk to you. This kid didn't want to talk to you.
He didn't want to talk to me about
a
thing that he did for 6 years and poured his whole life into. This was his moment.
He's doing it.
He hasn't used the black belt in years. This was the first time he got to even use the black belt.
He's doing it because you pay him, and he's on the spot, and he has to talk to you. That's why.
You think he answered about the black belt because I pay him?
Yes.
Not because he's a human being that was involved?
He was laughing when I was going, who cares? This is boring. Even he was laughing.
He had to laugh. It was the only emotion he could show against something like that.
Good. Yes. It's time to get salty. It's time to get salty. It's time to get salty.
You're all over the map today. You started when you couldn't spell taste. Then you didn't want to have a decent, fun conversation.
Right.
Now you're worried about what women think of you. You don't have a lifesaver because it's too much money, but you bought a coat that was $350, but now you want to buy a $5,000 guy. hanging on your wall.
Listen to yourself. I bought a coat that cost $350 that will warm me for years, and I decided not to buy a lightsaber that I'm going to swing around alone in my backyard.
Lightsaber is all the heat you need. It radiates heat.
No, it doesn't.
It does. Be careful. Don't.
I wish they'd actually made ones that actually gave off heat. That'd be pretty
that
cool.
would go over well.
Not they could burn you, but it'd be kind
You
of
ever
cool
go
if
to
it had
Yankee
a...
Stadium on Bat Day?
No, it's a bad scene.
It's a scene. I went like 87 on Bat Day with like 4 kids from my
wouldn't
class.
dare try it in Philly.
No,
they wouldn't
I don't
dare
think
give
they even
bats
do it
away in
anymore. I don't
Philly.
think they do it anymore. There was like 6 fights before the first inning ended.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Tattoo. BATTLE buds. Today for Valentine's Day. Thank you, V, for all the Valentine's decor. We appreciate it. We are battling candy versus flowers. Which would you rather receive as a gift? And I guess we could get a little into which would you rather give also,
Sure.
right? But Sal is team flowers. I am team candy. I love flowers. I actually really do. And I actually like having them around the house.
I love flowers.
But
Read my lips. I have fresh flowers around the house at all times. It brings a zest and a life into the home. Plants, they give me oxygen. Go ahead.
But if I'm getting a gift, I mean, come on, this is a no-brainer. One is somebody saying, enjoy this at some point. And the other one is saying, this will be dead soon, and you're going to have to deal with it.
Life is
and
fleeting.
that's the problem with a flower. Anytime somebody gives me flowers, I'm like,
Dude, when I
all right, I guess it's a nice, they're just going to die in like 3 days. Though.
that's what you're projecting. That's how you see flowers. Things that'll be dead soon. Do you see people that way?
Yeah.
Enjoy them while they're here, the flowers. Enjoy the flowers while they're here. When you get a dope-ass bouquet of flowers or some type of arrangement, and it doesn't even have to be like, I'm not even talking roses, actually. I'm always talking, I get mixed flowers, all different kinds, all different colors, all over the house. I got them. And sometimes when you walk in, or if you give, for Valentine's Day, if you give an unbelievable arrangement, and you, first of all, they've come a long way with plant food. Just let you know right now. You snip the bottoms sideways, you fill it up with some lukewarm water, you put in that plant food, and you do that, and you repeat that, and you can have flowers from a good spot 2 to 3 weeks. Now, the flowers, when you walk into that room, you forget you have them. They stop you in your tracks every time you walk into the room. You put them on like your dining room table. You walk into that room, you stop, you take them in. That's the saying.
That's the other
stop
thing.
a little while, smell the roses, take it in. Okay, it's a symbol to stop and enjoy the beauty of life. It beautifies your home. It beautifies your spirit. It also gives off a great scent. It's colorful. Okay, it's dynamic. It induces your senses, and it's a gift. It's exotic. It's something that was grown and then given to you, as opposed to a manufactured piece of chocolate that you've had 1 billion times over that is only going to give you diabetes and make you crave more sugar, which we know sugar is poison.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. That's the other thing. You said something that really stuck out to me. One of the other reasons I don't like when getting flowers or giving flowers, it's work. Like, I've been given plants from like you know, you move into a new apartment and a friend will go, oh, I got you this plant, housewarming or whatever, and as soon as it's handed to me, I'm just like, God damn it, this is now something I have to
anything.
I have to deal with this. And by the way, I'm not going to do it right. I don't know what it is with me in plant life. I can't keep a plant alive.
Don't stop dragging plants into your argument.
I'm saying flowers
not
too.
The same.
But flowers too.
But plants have nothing to do with this.
But what you just said about flowers is why I thought of it.
But you can't
snip
take
the stems. You do that. You repeat. It'll live for 3 weeks. It's like, it's like now it's a thing I got to deal with. Like I got to remember to do that next week.
It takes about under 2 minutes, and you need to do it every few days. And I don't remember to do it. And for that, you get a lovely, blooming, full,
I don't remember to do it.
Bouquet of exotic flowers.
But I don't remember to do it.
When you pass it, you look at it.
You give me a box of candy sealed? Dude, I throw that up in the cupboard. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months later, I open the cupboard. It's a new season of whatever show it is I'm watching. I'm like, oh, dude.
I'm not saying
I pull that out. I'm like, or you're sitting there one night after you have a big dinner and you're like, man, I really want something sweet. Oh, I got that that candy up there.
Yeah,
Like that's
but I mean that's you're talking about practicality, right? We're talking about what it's Valentine's Day. What would you rather give or get? I would rather give or get flowers on both. I can buy chocolate myself.
I'd rather give candy every time.
I'm not going to stop at the florist.
I'd rather give candy every time with a note that says, don't go crazy on this, honey. Stay in shape. But listen.
I give one. You are as beautiful as this bouquet.
I'd rather give candy. There is something that makes me cringe about giving flowers to somebody.
Flowers are so good that fruit tried to become flowers. Edible arrangements. They said, we're not flowers. We only deal in melon. What could we do?
Is there?
And then someone got a carving knife and they tried to turn fruit into flowers and they thrived. They thrived. The fruit flower arrangement.
Is there a worse gift
has
on planet
thrived
Earth?
on the back of real flowers everywhere.
Is there a worse gift on planet Earth than the edible arrangement?
I'll
hawk it across the street.
Until I got one, I didn't get it. And then I got one, and I've since gotten in my life maybe 2 or 3, maybe 3. And I got to tell you, I'd rather that than the chocolate.
Dude, let me tell you.
It comes fresh.
Edible arrangement, now it's a double whammy. Because now it's going to go bad and you got to eat it. And it's like, you better eat this quick. It's got 2 days in it. That's it. Eat it fast. It's peeled, cut fruit. The shelf life is 0 on that, dude.
You put it in the fridge.
Dude, I'm telling you, the second...
You don't leave it out under the sun.
I know, but I learned all this.
Are you watering your edible arrangements?
When we opened the sandwich shop, I had to pass to get my food inspector's license.
Yeah.
So I had to learn all the stuff. So... The second you cut fruit, that's it. It starts rotting. That's the end of it.
The clock starts.
It expedites that process so quickly, dude. Cut fruit. That's like why I used to when I would make salad for the week, I would cut everything up and put it in Tupperware, and then I never understood what am I doing? Why is this going bad so fast? And I was like, then I learned it's because you're cutting it up.
Sure.
Edible arrangement
is taking away its natural coat.
You might as well give me an anxiety attack with an edible arrangement.
I digress even further real quick. What happened? Did you win for life?
Oh, let's find out.
Oh, you didn't scratch it?
No.
Okay. But I'm telling you.
V's won a win for life in a contest we did, and she's going to scratch it off and see if we win. Okay. Let's get off edible arrangements. Okay. Let's go back to flowers. Flowers, you would agree that flowers in the realm of Valentine's Day seem more thoughtful.
No, I think I'm not saying I can't argue whether they're more thoughtful or not. I think both. I got to be honest.
They're more special.
I got to be honest.
People eat chocolate and have chocolate in their home right now. You already got chocolate in your house.
I think both flowers and candy are pretty lazy gifts. If I'm being honest, both. Look, Mother's Day, every Mother's Day, dude. I am en route to
flowers and candy. It's a two most. I know,
but I'm saying Mother's Day. I am en route to the restaurant where I'm meeting my parents. I'm 7 minutes out from the place after driving 2 hours down from New York, and I'm like, oh shit. I pull off any exit. I find flowers within 3 minutes.
Yeah, but that's how you do it. I like to do a Google search, and I like to read reviews, and I like to go to places that are basically they take it as artwork.
That's fine, but I'm saying it's not a hard gift. But dude, but now you're in the realm of...
you got chocolate in the house already, okay? Do you have a chrysanthemum Gerber medley? No.
You think I got boxes of this stuff just laying around? I'm not saying this isn't also lazily. You run into a Dwayne Reed and you buy it and you leave.
But
I get it.
How often do you get presented flowers? How often? When was the last time you got presented flowers?
Me?
Yeah.
A date last summer with a woman.
Is that right?
She showed up at my She showed up at my front door with a rose, and she gave it to me to be cute, and then she ghosted me.
Okay.
But we had a nice night that night.
But okay,
but listen,
that's a rose. But when was the last time you got someone hand you flowers, like an arrangement?
Arguably never.
There you go.
Twice.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, baby.
He did.
You hear that? Do you hear that?
He did.
Listen to this. Now, not just you two hate each other. Now you two hate each other.
I did it twice.
Yeah, she did.
You didn't even remember twice.
It was for my birthday.
It was for your bar opening.
Yes.
Anniversary of the bar opening.
Two times. And you go, no one's ever given me.
You know what? These roses, they were roses, correct?
Correct.
They might still be above on the shelf of the bar When they dried out,
Yeah.
we put them up there, and
you
it looked
mean
really
they
cool.
lived past their shelf life in a
No,
different
they
form.
died immediately, and then we put them in a
And you have
vase
them- and
of
you
a
have-
dive bar.
Right. Right. It's good because a dried flower is
Dried
still
flower's cool.
something. I still have
But-
dried
but
flowers in
let
my house
me-
right now.
let me make my point.
So you could dry them out and still keep them.
But let me make the point about flowers why I don't like giving them. Okay, my mom, because I buy her plants, to be honest. Not flowers. It's usually plants that she can plant, and she has a garden. I hate giving flowers romantically to somebody for one reason and one reason only. I can't tell you, and this ruined it for me.
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day and I don't buy anything for Valentine's Day.
This ruined it for me.
Just
I
so you
can't
know.
tell you how many times
I'm more
I've
talking
sat
in
in a
general.
bar on a first date and some asshole
Yeah, that's very. I get it.
comes up with the roses. Would you like to buy a flower for the lady?
I hate it.
And that put me off flowers forever.
I hate that.
It
Okay,
put me off
and I
flowers.
don't. I actually do not practice Valentine's Day. I do, except for my mom. She loves it, and it's her middle name is Valentina, and so she likes it. And so I get a
That's
card
sweet.
for my mom and whatever. But I don't. The flowers on the first date, the flowers on Valentine's Day. I know it's basic, whatever. That's not my argument. I agree with you.
Did you ever hear Russ Eve's joke about Valentine's Day?
What's that?
Russ Eve's joke about Valentine's Day?
Give it.
I think it's Russ Eve. He goes, I was with a buddy, and he goes, hey man, you mind if stopping off? I got to buy my mom a card for Valentine's Day. I go, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but I think she's already banging your dad.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I'm
Good.
saying, but we are given a hypothetical, so we have to work within that box, right? So we're just saying, on Valentine's Day, if you got to be basic and you got to give flowers or candy, which would you rather? And I'm telling you, flowers are way more special and more thoughtful. And I think they go further.
I would
you sit down.
I
and
would
you could
argue that. But here's the
shove
thing.
yourself with a
But
box of
here's
chocolates.
where, hold on a second. Here's where I'm going to argue you. Because you wrote in the poll, dope ass is the two adjectives.
Yes.
You're sitting over here talking about you'll find a flower place that does special arrangements, all this fancy stuff. Brother, you're talking fancy chocolate. The sky's the limit, dude. You could buy somebody chocolate that's $100 a gram or whatever and blow their minds with the greatest imported chocolate on planet Earth made by Belgian, whatever the bleep it. My point is like sustenance to me will
You're giving romantic sustenance?
temporary sustenance is more valuable to me than temporary decor. Yes. Now, if
No.
you gave me
No, if you're in a war-torn country or you're in an apocalyptic time,
it's dude,
temporary sustenance is everywhere.
The gift of food is a pretty great. I bought Pinkstone, who I've mentioned a few times now this season.
He's the yogurt guy, right?
He loves what yogurt guy.
Pinkstone?
What's that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Pinkberry, you mean?
Is that okay?
No.
Okay.
He loves Pizza Hut. He loves Pizza Hut. It's one of his favorite things to do. Like every week I'll talk to him. He'll be like, dude, I'm going to Pizza Hut. I'm getting me and the wife. We're getting he loves Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
He gets excited. He goes and buys 2 gigantic pizzas.
Yeah. I'm sure
And
it's a great deal too.
It's part of his like big party night. Is like, going back to the Pizza Hut buffet in his kitchen all night.
That's all, if you know Pinkstone, that's part
It's
of
a lot of fun, actually. I've done it with him.
I'm not making.
But I
I'm not making a joke.
gave him for Christmas $100 in Pizza Hut gift cards, and I was like, bro, next round's on me, baby.
Okay, and
And
you're
it's-
applying that to our argument of chocolate versus flowers on
Because
Valentine's
the
Day.
gift of food, even
The
if it's
gift-
junk food.
an exorbitant $100 gift card to a person who lives off of Pizza
no, I
Hut.
didn't say he lives
is
off of it. I said it's his it's
Yeah,
one of his favorite like
Right.
junk food
I know, but
indulgences.
you're contextualizing in a way that doesn't apply.
What
to
I'm
us.
saying to you is if you came to my home, you
Yes.
and me, literally you and me,
Yeah.
and you said, Joe, I bought you flowers,
Yeah.
or I bought you some candy that you can put up into the cabinet, and when you want it, you're going to be able to eat it. Bro, the candy.
Well, ding dong, I open that door, you give me a nice bouquet.
And by the way, you're only thinking of this candy.
Well, we're talking about Valentine's Day, right?
Right.
You're
But
not
you
gonna
show
just-
up and
you're
you
not gonna
go,
give someone a
brother,
chunky-
I bought you a jumbo bag of Swedish fish or something. Come on, dude. What are we even talking
Dude,
about?
first of all, it's chocolates we're talking about.
Well, you said candy.
Chocolates. You said candy.
No, the poll said candy.
I thought it said dope ass chocolates.
Dope ass chocolate.
You prick.
What are you talking about? Chocolates. You don't give candy on Valentine's Day. You have chocolate.
Does chocolates encompass all the flavors in that?
What?
Does chocolates, the word chocolates, does that insinuate all the flavors?
Yeah, of course.
All right. All right, let's go to the phones.
This guy
Let's
guy
go to
is
the
something
phones.
else.
I'm just asking.
when somebody gets a standing ovation at the highest form of their art, like an opera, let's say, someone at that highest form, they get a standing ovation. People throw flowers
You're right.
onto the stage.
And guess
they
what?
don't throw chocolates.
And guess what? And how did that fat, tubby broad become the opera singer?
In the cartoons.
With chocolates.
In the cartoon, she's tubby.
She ate the chocolates to become the fat,
I
tubby
clearly see
opera
you've
lady.
never gone to a regular opera. They come in all sizes.
Fat lady sings, baby.
Right.
And then they throw flowers at her. So
right.
maybe this is even keel.
This is going to be interesting. I
don't know where this is going to fall.
Because you know what it is? You know what it is? If you just said to someone, what do you like better, chocolate or flowers? I think, most people are going to say, give me chocolate. But I'm hoping that they contextualize it on Valentine's Day. I don't know.
Well, you said that.
I actually probably...
You said
how did I word it, V? How did I word it?
You said for Valentine's Day.
You said Valentine's Day coming in hot. Would you rather receive dope ass chocolates or dope ass flowers?
Yeah. So I do wonder if.
So
I think you're gonna win, but I don't know. I really don't understand the closeness of it.
So someone said
because I feel females are gonna be like, you're gonna have females like F flowers, but like no, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Some people said unless you save the flowers and dry them out, it's genuinely a waste. Chocolate all day.
Okay.
So
but I'm not talking about like the flowers. Okay.
All right. Well, let's hear what
nothing
they
gets
say.
better than getting dope ass chocolates for Valentine's Day. It's simple. You can slowly watch flowers die on the outside or quickly taste chocolates that make you happy on the inside.
Well, if that's what you're going for. The Earth's beauty or the Earth's organic beauty does nothing for you.
Yeah,
but processed
buddy,
sugar is going to fill you up and make you happy.
I mean, it's
inside.
one thing to go to the fine plains of the Osage people and look at the flowers, but it's another thing to bring them into your house. They're dead in 2 days. That's what I'm
it's one
saying.
thing to go out to the cocoa bean fields.
I said someone said flowers have less calories. That's something.
That's a fact.
If they're free, I'll take flowers, but I don't let my boo get me frivolous stuff on Vday.
Okay.
So that's
That's nice that you'd let him buy you certain things.
How about this? We didn't even talk about this. We didn't talk about this. What about this? What about this element that we didn't talk about? What about old school? What about, doing it the right? What about picking flowers and giving them to someone? You
That'd
can't
be
pick chocolates.
fantastic.
You pick chocolates, you're going to get arrested because you're stealing from CVS.
Talking about?
I love flowers. A lot of people actually do like flowers, and they're saying that they don't really want chocolates because they rather just look at something beautiful.
All right, let's go to the vote.
All right.
Here we go. Humble pie.
I'm going to vote for flowers.
Not a good sign.
This might be, I might have a shot. I might have a fighting chance here.
Okay. Wow. Chocolates won. 76.2% versus 23.8%. And we had about 4,900 votes.
Oh,
wow. That was brutal.
Oof, that's big.
I still
That's
love
a
you.
Big margin. I love
Happy
you too.
Valentine's Day.